Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Episcopal Academy and Smithfield for tonight's lacrosse game between Agnes Irwin and the Episcopal Academy. It is great to have you along with us. My name is Mike Samsel, on hand for tonight's broadcast. This is a rematch of last year's Pace State Championship game in which Irwin defeated EA by a final of 14-7. And tonight's game also kicks off the 10th annual Checking for Cancer Invitational, a tournament which features premier boys and girls lacrosse program and promotes cancer awareness.
They're both navy blue and yellow, and they're also.
So we are just about set for the draw control. And we'll introduce the starters in tonight's game. First for Agnes Irwin. On attack, you have Emily Wills, Sydney Wolfington, and senior co-captain Alex Hark. Agnes Irwin is in the dark blue jerseys in the midfield. It's Julianne Carey, co-captain Maria Pansini, and sophomore Casey Hogarth. On defense for Agnes Irwin, it's Grace Bartosh, senior co-captain Bryn Smith, Annie Hepburn, senior co-captain Emma Massione, and Meredith Murphy. And in the cage for Agnes Irwin is Camilla Gowan. On the other side for Episcopal, on attack, it's Olivia Dirks, Allie Marino, co-captain Katie Krager, and Olivia Cunningham. In the middle, it is Allie McHugh, co-captain Olivia Tuma, and Devin Whitaker. On defense, it'll be Lindsay Walling, Lauren Rodeo, Lily Baum, and Phoebe Christos. And in the cage for Episcopal, it is Tess McMullen. Episcopal in white and in possession. And a good open shot and a goal. Olivia Dirks gets the first goal of the game just 25 seconds in to make it 1-0 EA. A perfect fast start. And just a ton of open space.
I'm not sure, only because it wasn't
in the 8-meter.
I'll look out.
And it makes it 1-0.
By the way, EA beat Agnes Irwin both times in the regular season to be undefeated in the Interact last year before they lost the Pace.
Draw control to Agnes Irwin this time. Around behind, it's Wolfington. Out in front. But a shooting space. So this will be Bryn Smith. And scores. Check it, that's Wolfington. Or no, Alex Hark, that is 40, not 10. My apologies. Alex Hark on the goal.
Hark with the goal.
And that makes it 1-1.
Last year's number.
So a fast first minute and 5 seconds. Each team with a goal. And it's a huge rivalry game. Last year, in the regular season, both games belonged to Episcopal before the victory from Agnes Irwin in the state championship game.
Both games were overtime.
And both of those games, in fact, went to overtime. So this one should be a fun one this evening. Foul. And it will stay with Episcopal. This is McHugh toward the middle of the field and Lily Baum. Side of the net, Cunningham looking for space to the X. Now side of the net, in front. And a foul. So this will be Ali Marino. In the shooting space. And Marino scores.
Ali Marino.
2-1 Episcopal in front after Marino gets her first goal of the day. We'll take a look at the replay. Maybe we won't. Apparently only I see the replay. That would have been helpful to know before you told me that, Josh. Draw control. And it belongs to Agnes Irwin.
Maria
Pansini. Gives it on the outside. And this is Hark who has the lone goal for Agnes Irwin. Wolfington. And Hogarth. Right now, what Agnes Irwin wants to do is keep circling, get that circle smaller and smaller. Oh, by the way, do that. That's a skull. And did they wave it off? They did. She stepped in the crease, did Hark, so no goal. And instead, possession will go back to Episcopal. But you can kind of see the attack that Agnes Irwin was trying to do as they were working in that circle. They want that circle to get smaller and smaller and smaller, cut down the space, and then eventually get an open shot. Ground balls controlled by Episcopal. This is Marino in the X. She's got one tonight. 3.5 minutes gone. Whitaker looks to attack. And play whistle down. It'll be a shooting space. The shot and the goal. Ali McHugh makes it 3-1 Episcopal.
You get a picture when they do the hilarious Monmouth basketball.
What a great start for Episcopal. After only scoring 7 goals in the PACET championship game last year, they've already got 3 in the first 4 minutes and change. Great to have you with us tonight here on the Sports Fan Base Network with our director Josh Spellman and our great crew. I'm Mike Samsel. Great to have you along with us here on Facebook Live on the wonderful campus of Episcopal. It is Episcopal not able to get the draw control and a lot of space.
Every time that they score a goal, they do
breaking forward for Hogarth.
Only Episcopal.
Now breaking in. Here's a shot and a goal from Pansini.
3-2.
The scoreboard operator might have a hard time keeping up tonight. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, already 5 goals scored by 5 different goal scorers. And it is a 3-2 lead for Episcopal. And seemingly a rough night to be in the cage. Draw control is huge. As Agnes Irwin, when they've been able to win them, they've gotten some good opportunities, but this one belongs to Episcopal. Attacking forward is Whitaker. And now they set up on offense. Space in front. Nice move, but that space is gobbled up quickly. And it'll be a foul. Tuma will get the free position. And a chance to make it 4-2. Tuma. Save made by Camilla Gowan. Another opportunity too high and over the cage. It'll be Episcopal in the X with Marino. Looking for cutters in the middle. Defended really well that time by Pancini. And so now they circle at Whitaker. Off to McHugh. And Katie Krager will get the free space. As she's found in that 8-meter fan. It's the blue circle you see there on the field. She'll get a shot and a goal.
Oh, Katie Krager, 4-2, Episcopal.
Krager makes it 4-2. With 18:52 to play here in the first half.
That's a good one, the 4-1.
Yeah, the ball. I definitely didn't.
So again, draw control huge tonight, because when Agnes Irwin has had draw control, they've been able to get opportunities and goals. But early on, the advantage has been to Episcopal, and the advantage is Episcopal's on the scoreboard as well.
Nice, Olivia Dirks. Nice.
And it will belong to Episcopal after the foul. Olivia Dirks in possession and starts for EA. Whitaker has been taking the draws, and this has been her first time taking the draws, and boy, has she had a ton of success. Tuma on the outside. Gives to Cunningham. And again, in the circle, controlling possession, controlling the clock, and just trying to make that circle smaller and smaller, tighter on Agnes Irwin. And to get the right scoring opportunity, you can maybe keep an eye out here for a cutter toward the front of the net once they get into the X as well. It was shut down that time. Good defense. Gallagher. Tuma puts it out in front, and that one goes just wide on the short side from Cunningham. EA with it once more. This is Krager. Ground ball. Dangerous position, but able to come away with it is Gowan. Agnes Irwin trying to move forward. And a foul. 17 minutes remains here in the first half. A lot of goals early on. The pace is somewhat slowed down here in the last 8 minutes or so. With a head of steam through midfield is Hogarth. On the left side, Hogarth. Ground ball taken by McMullen as a wayward pass. Wasn't able to be controlled by Agnes Irwin. And there's Whitaker. Great draw control tonight. And moving through midfield with a head of steam as well before she's fouled. And I think we're going to get a timeout here by EA. And we will. This first timeout will give us an opportunity to let you know tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cuddle My Kids. It is a 501c3 nonprofit providing in-home, no-cost support for families battling cancer. Cuddle in-home creative play programs which provide enrichment and creative play for young children during a very scary time. A team of program administrators provide no-cost in-home support for 6 weeks, 12 sessions or more, incorporating organized activities such as arts, crafts, games, journaling, singing, and other fun and play for young children. 11 years in service. Founded by Kathy and Scott Gabrielson, based on Kathy's personal fight with cancer. For more information, check out this great 501c3. It's cuddlemykids.org. And as we said, tonight's game is the start of the 10th annual Checking for Cancer Invitational, which is a tournament that features premier boys and girls lacrosse programs and promotes cancer awareness. They have some special sales going on here in the in the stadium tonight, and money donated to Checking for Cancer goes to not only help fund cancer research, but also directly to the organizations that help families offset the expenses they incur when a loved one is battling cancer. Bring Hope Home and Cuddle My Kids are two of the organizations that work directly with the families and have helped in the past as well. So back to live action out of the timeout. And it's Whitaker. Around behind into the X. And circled around by Episcopal. It's about 16 minutes to play here in the first half. 4-2 Episcopal in front. Episcopal in white. Agnes Irwin in the blue jerseys. Looking for space. And Krager puts it just wide of the short side. Episcopal again with Dirk. Splits a double team and scores! But it won't count. The goal was waved off. And it will go back to Agnes Irwin. But what a wonderful effort. And nearly a wonderful goal. She was called for the charge. Pansini. Hogarth and Pansini play catch. Pansini is 24 in blue. Emily Wills spins and gives to the X. This is Hark, who has one tonight. Had a goal waved off, and now another foul is called. She stepped in the crease again. That's how she had her first goal waved off, and now that will end the Agnes Irwin opportunity. Moving forward is Baum. Into the middle. Great save made by Gowan. Robin Krager. Just a ton of space in the middle. Krager thought she had one, but just a great save made by Gowan. And I mean, it seems obvious, but with the offensive pace that the game took early on, whoever makes the bigger saves in the cage, but there's a big mistake, and there's a goal for Dirks. Dirks took it right away from Gowan, and able to capitalize into the empty cage to make it 5-2. Second of the night for Dirks.
Second of the night for Olivia Dirks, 5-2 with 13:51 left in the half.
13:51 remains here in the first half. And we'll see if Whitaker can keep up the good start on draw control. And that's really where EA has been able to jump out. They've had draw control, they've had possession, and they've capitalized on their opportunities.
Wow.
Ground ball, and she'll come away with it. And Whitaker takes a big spill. It will be Pancini who goes off for that. 13:43 to play here in the first half. And it'll be man up for Episcopal. Seeing if they could jump out to a 6-2 lead. Side of the net, now out in front. No room for Tuma, so she keeps possession. She'll try again. Shot. And Camilla Cowan able to make the save. And with a man up, really surprised that EA is just given a ton of space. And Agnes Irwin certainly happy to take it. Space through the middle for Hepburn. And now Carey. Wolfington. Again, still a man down. Agnes Irwin content to keep possession and let the time run. Bryn Smith. Back to Wolfington. Wolfington just holds and lets time run. Not see how long the foul was, but it was a 2-minute. So Pancini's still off. I believe there's about a minute remaining here. And there's a foul that's called on Lily Baum. Still a man up is Episcopal, but content to let Agnes Irwin hold possession and let time run. And the 2 minutes is over as Pancini comes back on. Agnes Irwin held possession for the majority of that penalty. And now some space in the middle. And a shot that hit the post. Carey looked like she had one. Beat the goalkeeper, but not the post. But now they do. Alex Hart gets her second of the night to make it 5-3. And you can't help but wonder, after killing off the man up and then getting the goal there, if that may start to swing momentum Agnes Irwin's way. Draw control will be huge here, with 11 minutes and change to play here in the first half. In her first night on draw control, Devin Whitaker has done quite a job. And it's really been EA that's been dominant in that area. But the ground ball this time will belong to Agnes Irwin and Pancini. Space through the middle for Hogarth. And it will remain with Agnes Irwin. Not in shooting space. EA was offside, thus the source of the delay there. Now back in play with Wolfington. Smith puts it just wide. And it will stay with Agnes Irwin. Clark has 2 tonight. Now Smith. And on the whistle, this will stay in the shooting space for Agnes Irwin. So a good opportunity.
She moved.
And she moved. Another missed opportunity for Agnes Irwin, and it will go back to Episcopal as Emily Wills jumped early. So already a goal waved off for getting into the crease. And now what looked like an opportunity in the shooting space in the 8-meter. And not even able to get a shot for Agnes Irwin. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. And a card given to Wolfington. So another man up for EA. Dirks, side of the net, gives it off in the X. A lot more aggressive on the man up this time is EA, at least so far. Tuma. EA content to hold for the right opportunity. Side of the net, Krager gets fouled. That was in the 8-meter fan, tough angle. Krager keeps possession. Down low, ground ball taken away by Gowan. And again, Agnes Irwin will hold, but they'll face some more pressure this time. As keeping the pressure on is Caroline Burt. Under 8 minutes remains here in the first half. Gowan turns it over again. And there's a goal for EA and Ali Marino. Marino gets her second of the night.
Folks, 5 minutes left to get your raffle tickets.
And it's 6-3 Episcopal. After a fast start, the goals have slowed down, but it's been EA mostly in control of possession. Draw control, excellent from Devin Whitaker. And that's really given EA the advantage from the start. .7:43 to play here in the first half. Alex Hark and Devin Whitaker. And yet again, it belongs to EA. McHugh with a head of steam. Keeps possession. To the middle and Whitaker. And Irwin is called for an offside.
Offside, Irwin.
Side of the net. Another goal.
Caroline Burt. Assist from Alan McHugh. 8-3 with 7 minutes.
Caroline Burt makes it 7-3, and Agnes Irwin will take a timeout with 7:09 to play here in the first half. Again, this timeout will give us an opportunity to let you know tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cuddle My Kids, a 501c3 nonprofit providing in-home, no-cost support for families battling cancer. Cuddle My Kids focuses on the children of a parent who is fighting cancer. 11 years in service. This great charity, founded by Kathy and Scott Gabrielson, is based on Kathy's personal fight with cancer. For more information, we invite you and implore you to check out cuddlemykids.org.
Trying to figure out what video 7 was.
The goals tonight. It's been EA in control most of the night, just one tie. Olivia Dirks got the first goal of the game. After that, Alex Hark tied it at 1. And it's been all EA ever since. Allie Marino made it 2-1. McHugh with a goal made it 3-1. Maria Pansini made it 3-2. And since then, it's really been all EA. Katie Krager scored 1 to make it 4-2. Dirks got her second of the night to make it 5-2. Harks got her second of the night to make it 5-3. And the last 2 goals have belonged to Episcopal. That's got us to 7-3. Ali Moreno with the first, and then Caroline Burt with the second. The draw control advantage has been huge to EA. Whitaker, fantastic tonight against Hark. On draw control. And this one will go to Agnes Irwin after the foul. Hark through the middle. Had his steam and some space. Carey. Worked around behind, and this is Wills. In front and scores! Casey Hogarth with a huge goal out of the timeout for Agnes Irwin to make it 7-4. Still plenty of time, 6:40 to play in the first half. Saw Agnes Irwin after the foul, got draw control. And from there, they were able to score a goal. This one all EA with Whitaker. Through the middle, it's Dirks. Shifts to the right hand. Burt has one tonight. She's at the side of the net looking for space. She'll keep. And now give it back to Marino. Just about 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Whitaker elects to give this one off. Wise decision. McHugh. And a foul. And some space in the 8-meter fin. save made by Gowan off of Allie McHugh. Agnes Irwin through the midfield. Head of steam. Now circling back is Emma Massione. Wolfington gives side of the net.
Let's get one, Blue. Let's get one.
Bottom of your screen, it's Carey. Wolfington back to Carey, but out of her reach, and the ground ball taken by EA. Lindsay Walling through midfield, gives to Marino. Under 5 minutes to play here in the half. Marino at the X. To McHugh. Caroline Burt has one tonight. She'll give this side of the cage to McHugh. Whitaker, as we tick under 4 minutes to play here in the half. This game has kind of settled into a nice pace after a wild start. And EA content to keep possession, run time, and hold on to their 3-goal lead. But still plenty of time left to play. Burt, side of the cage. Thought about taking it, instead gives it off. Wise decision there. There wasn't a whole lot of room to be had. Krager. Now Tuma. Mishandled momentarily, but Whitaker regathers. Again, we talked about this earlier. That circle just getting smaller and smaller on Agnes Irwin as Episcopal Foley. Camilla Gowan has made some wonderful saves tonight. This will be an 8 in the 8-meter fan, however. Down low. Easy for Olivia Dirks, her third of the night.
Assist Katie Krager.
And Dirks makes it 8-4. Krager had space in the 8-meter, but instead of taking the shot herself, found Dirks.
If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see our story there.
To make it 8-4. Harkin Whitaker for a draw control.
Yes.
I think I know that. I'm just so used to it.
And it will go to EA after Hark is called for a foul. Dirks through the middle. And again, EA with possession. They've controlled them. They've controlled the scoreboard, and it's been because of draw control. That shot goes wide, but it'll stay with EA. On her first night, Devin Whitaker has been fantastic. Side of the net, it's Burt. Under a minute 45 to play here in the first half. Gowan again with the save off of the shot from Tuma. It will stay with Agnes Irwin. And another foul called. It'll stay with Agnes Irwin. Got to think Irwin would love to get one before halftime.
Only 2 minutes for the third. That's why I got off.
Jordan Healy. Side of the cage, Smith. Looking in front, knocked down, ground ball. And a push will keep it with Agnes Irwin. 57 seconds to play here in the half. On the very edge of the 8-meter. Inside of the cage, so no real shooting opportunity for Agnes Irwin. Wills has it upper 90 of your screen. Gives it off to Pancini. And play whistle down again. This one kind of a tough angle of the 8-meter. Pancini will take it. And she gives it off in the middle. And this one will be Wills in wonderful shooting opportunity. 33 seconds to play in the half. Wills. Save made by McMullen. A huge stop. Under 30 to play in the half. Wills. Boy, Agnes Irwin has had a number of opportunities, including a goal waved off, an offside in the 8-meter. And there's a goal, and a huge one for Ellie Kirkpatrick.
Ellie Kirkpatrick with the goal. Assist Maria Pancini.
And that makes it 8-5, a huge goal before halftime with just 11 seconds to play in the half.
Playoff Flyers tickets.
Story of the night has been draw control. Hark, normally fantastic, but Devin Whitaker has controlled that area tonight. And 11 seconds.
11 seconds, way to do it.
Maybe time for either team, but they gotta hurry. A clean draw control here will be key. And again, it's Whitaker, but only 5 seconds left. Ground ball in the first half will come to an end as it's taken away by Agnes Irwin. What a great half of lacrosse here at Episcopal. Our score 8-5. EA in front. We'll be back in just a little bit to recap the first half, let you know who the goal scorers were, and welcome you back to preview an excellent second half. That's coming up here on the Sports Fan Base Network and Facebook Live.
Very, very happy birthday with
We welcome you back to Episcopal Academy. Just about set to start the second half with our score 8-5, EA in front over Agnes Irwin. My name is Mike Samsel. Great to have you along with us tonight here on the Sports Fan Base Network and Facebook Live. Draw control has been the story of the night, and it's been in favor of Devin Whitaker in a big way. Still the ground ball and the push call that will belong to Agnes Irwin. Goal scorers tonight, Olivia Dirks has 3, including the first of the night for Episcopal. As we're back to live action, we'll get you updated on the goals as the second half moves along. Side of the cage now to the X. It's Wills. And this will be a huge opportunity for Emily Wills to make it a 2-goal game. In the 8-meter, Wills scores. And that makes it an 8-6 game. And again, if you're an Agnes Irwin fan, can't help but think about that goal that was waved off as Alex Hark was in the crease on one. And then shooting space in the 8-meter. And Agnes Irwin never even got a shot off. This player was called for offside. What a difference perhaps those 2 goals could have made. But still plenty of time to play. And for the first time tonight, Whitaker not in draw control. Instead, it's Olivia Dirks going up against Hark.
Nice, Dirks.
And the ground ball controlled by Dirks for EA. Whitaker to the side of the cage and gives in the X. Ali Marino's got a pair tonight of goals. In front, but Cunningham couldn't control it. But she was fouled. Or check it, the foul was on the A, my apologies. So it is Agnes Irwin that gets it back, and then it'll be a foul as well. Just about 23 minutes remain here in the second half. Through the midfield, Agnes Irwin moves forward, trying to make it a 1-goal game. Carey. Hark around behind. Side of the cage. And the goal is called off again. She'll get the 8-meter, however, at the side. Bit of a tough angle. In the 8-meter, Hark. Huge play. Hark. Save made as that one rattled around. And McMullen just able to keep it out. Whitaker. Nice pass, finds Tuma. Racing forward. Olivia Tuma will slow down and EA will set up. 8-6 our score. EA, home team in the lead there in white.
Whitaker committed to Virginia.
Whitaker on the outside. Side of the cage, but not in any scoring position. Episcopal content to hold possession. The Virginia commit, Whitaker. Knifes toward the cage, puts it out in front. but Agnes Irwin able to come away with it. It just wasn't able to be controlled by Krager. And Agnes Irwin gets another opportunity. Hogarth nearly taken away by Gallagher, but spinning in the midfield, Pancini.
Oh, nice job.
Foul called on the check. As we tick toward the final 20 minutes, this game has been intense all the way through, but you could start to feel ratchet up just a little bit. Side of the cage, Agnes Irwin in possession. Now middle of your screen, it's Hogarth. Hogarth gives it, what a look! And a goal! Ellie Kirkpatrick makes it an 8-7 game on just a wonderful pass by Hogarth. Second of the night for Kirkpatrick.
Second of the night for Kirkpatrick.
The game has not been this close since it was 3-2 early on in the first half. Now a one-goal game, and when these two teams played in regulation last year, both times Episcopal came out victorious, but they did so in overtime.
Nice play,
Dirks with the draw control. Marino, bottom 90 of your screen. Side of the cage, looking for someone to give it off to. Marino slashes in front. Scores!
9-7. 19:35 to go in the half.
A huge goal for Marino, her second of the night.
Second of the night for Marino.
And that gives EA just a little bit of breathing room. Marino scored one to make it 6-3. Actually, check it. That's Marino's third of the night.
Hat trick for Marino. My mistake.
She scored to make it 2-1. She then scored to make it 6-3, and now that one to make it 9-7.
Those switch their draw. Like the Dirks and the other girl, 22.
After a great first half from Devin Whitaker on draw control, it's now Dirks here in the second half to give a different look.
They switched Harks out. Agnes Irwin made a switch.
Agnes Irwin made a switch as well after Hark had such a tough first half.
22.
It's Hepburn in the circle now, and she wins it.
Oh, no, they switched it.
Hepburn moving forward. Emily Wills has one tonight. Trying to find her way in front is Hark. Side of the cage. Hark tosses it back out. And it's Hogarth. Offside called.
Oh, no.
And that'll be just on the outside of the 8-meter. Hogarth will give the Wills instead of taking the shot. Agnes Irwin will stay with possession. Good opportunity and a good save made by McMullen from Pancini's shot. But they are going to give her shooting position. Maria Pancini right in front of the cage in shooting position. Pancini scored! Bottom left corner of the net to make it a 9-8 game.
9-8 at the 17-minute mark. 17:50.
Second of the night for Pancini.
Second goal for you, Pancini tonight.
And with just under 18 minutes to play, this game about as close as could be. For draw control, as we said, two different players than we saw in the first half. As it's now Hepburn and Dirks after draw control dominated by EA in the first half, which helped them get out to such a big lead. Its largest was 7-3. It's now 9-8. And that change has worked out in favor of Agnes Irwin. Will side of the net. Spins out in front. Hark patrols the X, looking for the right cutter in front. Side of the net. Here's a shot. McMullen with the save, robbing Wolfington. It'll be Hark once more. Carey gives it back to Hark. That one poked away from her. Referee's letting him play there, but Hark gets it back on the ground ball. Wolfington spins. They will call that, however. In the 8-meter fan, Wolfington chance to tie it. 16.5 to play. Will we be knotted for the first time since 1-1? McMullen says not yet.
Wow.
Whitaker is fouled in midfield. Ground ball, Wolfington trying to get it away from Whitaker. Collision there. Still waiting to see what the signal is. I think each are going to go off for a penalty here. Both Wolfington and Whitaker. So both players go off. As far as possession, it will be EA's. Agnes Irwin possession. Hark gives to Pancini. Kirkpatrick, who's got 2 tonight.
Six.
15 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Just over.
You were not offside.
You have to still have 4 in your zone, even if you're a man down. Or not. 1, 2. Look back there. We're not offsides.
Back there. All the way back.
All the way back.
All the way back. Is that birdie?
Referee's looking for a possible offside. But I think the referee's just lost sight of a player on the other end of the field.
Yeah, there you go.
The clock did stop as the referees sort this one out. But I think there may have been no reason for that whistle, as everything looks to be accurate. It will be Agnes Irwin possession once the ball is whistled back in play. Now it's Wills. Off to Pansini. Gets the shot and hit the post after McMullen deflected it just enough to slow it down. Agnes Irwin just can't crack the goalkeeper McMullen to tie it. Lily Baum gives to Dirks.
Oh, wow.
She loses it, but able to regather. Marino. Now Dirks. Under 15 minutes to play. Dirks and Alex Hark, adversaries tonight, but they'll be teammates at Penn State when they both move on to college. Hark. Off to McHugh. Now side of the net, Dirks. In front, and scores!
Dirks for the fourth of the night. 10-8, 14 minutes left to play.
That's number 4 for Dirks. 10-8 our score, and again we've seen Agnes Irwin have so many opportunities. They just couldn't get that equalizer. And now the lead for EA is back to 2 goals. But still plenty of time to play with 14:03 left.
Jane Wiley back on defense? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Number 32 right there.
Oh, wait. Oh, I think they're holding her back as like an extra mini, so they're doing extra behind.
Okay.
Yeah. We've one person on our backing.
EA has led this game by as many as 4 goals, 7-3 and 8-4. But at halftime, a change was made in draw control by both teams after Alex Hark was dominated in the first half by Devin Whitaker. Here, the adjustment in the second half. It's kind of gone Agnes Irwin's way with Annie Hepburn, and it has allowed Agnes Irwin to climb back into the game. It's Irwin and Dirks. And it's a foul on the face-off. And EA will have possession.
You stepped over the circle line.
As apparently it was Hepburn stepped over the circle line. So Dirks, side of the cage. Caroline Pert has a goal tonight. She's at the X.
Jane back in attack. Jane
Morley. Now Dirks at the X, looking for some space in front. No cutter, so she'll try and take it herself. Good defense play. Now she tosses it out in front. And on a foul, it will go back to Agnes Irwin. That's a good play by Grace Bartosh to get the ground ball. 13:05 remains here in the second half. Pancini moves forward with some space in the midfield. A future Ivy Leaguer is Pancini. Heading toward Princeton, keeping with the family tradition. Space in front. But Agnes Irwin unable to capitalize. Hogarth gives to Wills around at the X. Wills works around. Carey gives to Wills.
Nice job, TV.
Looking for some room, but none to be had. Good defense played that time by EA. Hogarth. Now Pancini gives to Hark. Hark toward the middle. Spins free. And in the 8 meter, it'll be Hark. Try and make it a 1-goal game once more. Hark right out in front. Can McMullen make another save? Hark. And she did! Boy, McMullen has been great here in the second half, especially against shooting space. It's just been absolutely taken away, and you would think in the 8 meter, Agnes Irwin would have an advantage, but it's actually hurt them tonight.
Hit her in.
A couple of great saves made by McMullen, an offside, and only trailing by 2. Agnes Irwin is going to look at the play in the 8 meter fan tonight.
That's a great play.
And wonder. That is, if this result holds over the last 11 minutes and change. Here's Whitaker. Hit the post. And the ground ball controlled by Agnes Irwin, foul spotted. 10:45 and a running clock to play. Boy, after it was 3-2 in the first minute and a half, you might have thought the 20s were in play tonight, but the defense is much improved as this game has gone along. And the goalkeeping, superb at times from both sides. Hogarth. Up a right ear screen into the middle for Julianne Carey. And she's found. And that will be in the 8 meter. No shot taken, however. Carey. .9:40 to play. Bryn Smith gives to Carey. 9:25 to play. Nearly taken away. Wills. She'll play in college at Loyola, but still has another year here at Agnes Irwin before that. And a foul is called. That'll be in the 8 meter. Tess McMullen has been tested tonight. She's passed with flying colors, facing shooting space. This will be Carey. And McMullen stops it again! My goodness!
Alex
Hark! This is Pansini racing in. Back to the X for Hark. 8:15 to play. Wills. And she'll have shooting space. McMullen has been fantastic in the 8-meter tonight. Can she stand tall once more? Wills finally cracks her to make it a 1-goal game at 10-9.
10-9.
Number 2 of the night for Wills.
That's the second one this night from Wills.
Back about an hour and a half ago, I told you the last time, well, when these two teams played last season in the regular season, both games went to overtime. I was not quite so sure that I would be foreshadowing. Still 7 minutes and 50 seconds to decide that. Hark wins draw control that time as she was back in the circle. Hark gives it off on the left side for Carey. Now Hark again, upper 90 of your screen. To Pansini, in front for the tie and put it wide. A dramatic second half, and still 7 minutes to play. This is Wills for the tie. McMullen saves it. She loses it, however. Hark gets it back. Hark in front, score! Julianne Carey ties the game at 10.
Julianne Carey with his first goal of the night.
Hark deflected it away. McMullen looked like she may have fallen asleep for just a second, and that's all Hark needed.
This is only 30 seconds. I changed it. That's so cool.
And a timeout with 6:51 to play. As we want to remind you, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Cuddle My Kids, a 501c3 nonprofit providing in-home, no-cost support for families battling cancer. Cuddle in-home creative play programs provide enrichment and creative play for young children during what can be a very scary time. A team of program administrators provide no-cost in-home support for 6 weeks, 12 sessions or more, incorporating organized activities such as arts, crafts, games, journaling, singing, and other fun and play for young children. 11 years of service, founded by Kathy and Scott Gabrielson, based on Kathy's personal fight with cancer. For more information, we invite you to check out cuddlemykids.org. 6:51 to play. Game tied at 10 after Episcopal led by as many as 4 goals. 7-3 and 8-4. But a change on draw control in the second half has completely changed this game and has given Agnes Irwin a lot more possession here in the second half. However, with Agnes Irwin, their goalkeeper in the second half, Tess McMullen, has been fantastic at times, but 2 big turnovers have led to Agnes Irwin goals to tie this game at 10. Draw control will only get bigger and more important as the night goes on, It's Hark back in the circle for Agnes Irwin
Penn State.
against Olivia Dirks. Future teammates at Penn State. Adversaries right now. Still loose, but Hark was fouled. The turnaround on draw control has been huge for Agnes Irwin getting back in this game. Hark with 6:30 to play, being swarmed. Plays it back. EA not content to let Agnes Irwin work in open space as they've been for a lot of the game. But Pansini gets it and moves forward as we tick near 6 minutes to play. Game tied at 10. Agnes Irwin in the blue jerseys, the home team Episcopal in the white. Center of your screen, number 24 in blue, is Maria Pansini. In front, score! It's Emily Wills with her third of the night.
11-10 with 5 minutes 52 seconds left.
And it's the first lead of the night for Agnes Irwin. With 5:52 to play. And as I wondered and as we see, it's Devin Whitaker back in draw control against Hark. We'll see if Whitaker can reclaim her form from the first half on draw control, because that was huge for EA.
Oh, Dirksy, wow.
And Dirks able to come away with it for EA. Huge possession. Dirks. EA will take their time to make sure they get a good shot. Mishandled, but able to regather. McHugh gives to Whitaker. McHugh once more. Upper right of your screen, McHugh. Side of the cage to the X. Krager. Side of the net, looking to get in front, no room to be had, she'll reset. Olivia Dirks, under 5 minutes to play. Dirks.
Is that freshman girl?
Oh, that's Sarah Grorak. Side of the cage, Dirks once more. To Allie Marino. Gwark in the game for the first time tonight, gives to Dirks. Olivia Dirks in front, peels back, and waits for a better opportunity. This is Devin Whitaker in the center of your screen. Whitaker spins, but great defense by Agnes Irwin. Olivia Dirks in front. Dirks, a lot of contact. Awaiting the call. And it will be an opportunity in the 8-meter. Dirks to try and tie it. Dirks scores!
High score 11-11, 2 minutes 31 seconds left in the half.
Fifth of the night for Dirks, ties it at 11. With 3:41 to play, how important is draw control right now? Hark and Whitaker. Whitaker had the advantage most of the first half. Advantage Whitaker. Dirks gets it. 3:30 to play. Marino. With 3:25 to play, you wonder maybe how long EA will keep possession. And to borrow a term from basketball, take the air out of the ball even though there's none in it. 3:05 to play.
We're taking the air out of it.
And EA appears content to let the clock run. Ali Marino in possession. Boy, what a great way for us to kick off our lacrosse coverage here on the Sports Fan Base Network and Facebook Live. For more information about upcoming lacrosse games, we invite you to check out our website, thesfbn.com, for our upcoming broadcast schedule. There goes Marino. In front, got space, but it's taken away. A foul is called. Marino in the 8-meter against Camilla Gowan. McMullen has been so good against these shots tonight. Can Gowan make a save for her squad? Save made! Wow. Agnes Irwin gets it back with 1:55 to play.
There you go.
Bartosh with 1:40 to play. Over to Hogarth. Agnes Irwin has only led once tonight. It was 11-10. And was a lead they did not hold for very long. As now plays whistle down as there's an injury timeout with 1:31 to play. Did not see who it was down on the far end, but appears to be okay. I think that's 32, and it is Casey Hogarth. And she has been subbed out. Hogarth would be a big loss for Agnes Irwin. 1:30 to play. And that's going to be a foul. And that could well have been a card. But no man up for Agnes Irwin with 1:20 to play. Timeout taken by Agnes Irwin. What a game this has been.
11-11, 1 minute 21 seconds.
Olivia Dirks leads all goal scorers. She's got 5 tonight. Wills has 3 for Agnes Irwin. Dirks, as we said, spectacular. Dirks has scored the last 2 goals for Episcopal. Episcopal is led by as many as 4 goals at 7-3 and 8-4. But a change in draw control in the second half. And a wonderful effort from Hepburn starting out the half, and then Hark getting back into the circle.
Great to be here tonight. Checking for cancer. 10th anniversary. Couldn't ask for a better
Has given Agnes Irwin a chance to get back into this game. And then a huge stop by Camilla Gowan in the 8-meter. With just over a minute and a half to play. Possession back to Agnes Irwin. Agnes Irwin with a chance to win it in overtime. But these two teams, when they played in the regular season last year, as we mentioned, went to overtime on both regular season occasions. In the Paces State Championship, it was Agnes Irwin 14-7. But from what we've seen tonight, that game was the anomaly. These two teams are about as evenly matched as could be. Excellent work from both goalkeepers tonight. Both teams will have opportunities. They look at a pair of turnovers from McMullen led to a couple of goals for Agnes Irwin as we're back to live action. But some wonderful saves in the 8-meter as well. 1 minute to play. And Agnes Irwin looks like they're going to hold for the very last shot. 40 seconds to play. It's Bryn Smith in possession, upper 90 of your screen, upper left corner. Now it's Wills. She's got 3 tonight. Wills with 25 seconds gets a screen. In the 8-meter. Turns around, gives it off. Good defense as Carey couldn't find any space. Now Wills with 15 seconds. Wills charges in. Gives it back. 10 seconds. Hark. 7 seconds. And players whistle down with 6 seconds. Hark with 5, with 4, with 3. Hark in front. And they get a shot off, but it never got on the cage. And we will go to overtime.
Here we go.
Tied at 11 here at Episcopal on the Sports Fanbase Network. We welcome you back to the Sports Fan Base Network. Overtime with Episcopal Academy and Agnes Irwin. A great game tonight. Overtime rules are simple. 3 minutes. Each team will switch sides if there is no goal scored after 3 minutes. Golden goal is in effect, which means the first goal wins it. So the first to score would win it. Draw control has been hugely important tonight. It's been E.A. Whitaker in control most of the night. She faces Hart.
Come on, this is a big one.
High in the air, ground ball, still loose. Still loose. Hark for Agnes Irwin. Loose in the midfield. Agnes Irwin gets it back, and Hogarth is down again. Play whistled down for the injured player.
Injury timeout.
Hogarth appears to be trying to stretch out, maybe either trying to stretch out her calf or holding the left ankle area. You certainly hope that it is just a cramp, and it appears to just be a cramp. It looks like the trainer out there treating her is just kind of pointing her toes toward the sky, trying to stretch out that calf area. It is not a hot or humid night. It's actually a wonderful night. If you have to be outside and running around, this is about the night you want to do it on.
As members of the prestigious Interact League and as a school that places high emphasis on...
So as Hogarth gets attention, we want to remind you, tonight's game has been brought to you by Cuddle My Kids, a 501c3 nonprofit providing in-home, no-cost support for families battling cancer. Cuddle's in-home creative play programs provide enrichment and creative play for young children during what can be a very scary time. A team of program administrators provide no-cost in-home support for 6 weeks, 12 sessions or more, incorporating organized activities such as arts, crafts, games, journaling, singing, and other fun play for children. They've been in service for 11 years, founded by Kathy and Scott Gabrielson, based on Kathy's personal fight with cancer. We thank them very much for being on hand, and we ask you in return that you check out their website, cuddlemykids.org. Any way you can help is greatly appreciated. Hogarth comes off under her own power. So we wish him the best, and hopefully Scott and I will be together again for the Interact Championships, or the Interact Invitational, as we were last year. It was a ton of fun to work with Scott. Wonderful man and a wonderful organization as well. As we're back to live action. Oh, by the way, it wasn't so bad as a lacrosse player either.
Oh, yeah. First All-American at University. Stop time every
2:37 to play. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think Scott's in like 4 Hall of Fames or something like that as a lacrosse player. First ever All-American in Vermont.
All-time leading scorer for the Wings.
All-time franchise leading scorer for the Wings, who are back this year. Much to the delight of Philadelphia lacrosse fans. Pansini, golden goal in effect. Pansini gives it off. On the left side, Carey with 2:10 to play. If there's no score after 3 minutes, as spinning in, here is Pansini. If no goal is scored, team switch ends. We do the same thing again. 3-minute period, golden goal in effect, which means first goal wins. Smith. Or check it, that's Wills. Play whistle down, and she'll have shooting space in the 8-meter fan, but McMullen has been so good tonight. The game on the line. Wills. We'll do it again. Inside the 8-meter. Believe it's Wills again. It is. Game on the line. Wills and McMullen. Wills wins it for Agnes Irwin.
Agnes Irwin in overtime. 12-11. What an effort by both teams. And the Wills are getting them.
What a game! The first lead for Agnes Irwin was at 11-10 after trailing by as many as 4 goals. The game winner, Emily Wills, and Agnes Irwin gets the victory. What a wonderful game, and we thank you so much for joining us here on the Sports Fanbase Network and Facebook Live. We'd like to thank you so much for joining us. We again like to thank our sponsor, Cuddle My Kids, a 501c3 nonprofit providing in-home no-cost support for families battling cancer. We again ask you one final time, be sure to check out their website. It is www.cuddlemykids.org. We'd like to thank our great crew on hand tonight here at Episcopal. First to Episcopal, a very great thank you for all of their help and hospitality for tonight's broadcast. To our great Sports Fanbase Network crew on camera, Sean Kelly and Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts also doing a great job on social media tonight as well. Make sure you check out the Sports Fanbase Network on social media. Mostly at the SFBN, just search Sports Fanbase Network. The 24-hour home of the Sports Fanbase Network is the SFBN.com, where you can watch games on demand anytime. Thanks so much to our director and producer tonight, Josh Bellman. The executive producer of the Sports Fanbase Network is Ari Bluestein. I'm Mike Samsel. Our final, Agnes Irwin gets the victory, 12-11 over Episcopal in an instant classic here on the Sports Fanbase Network.